Hi team! We are going to build a simple Flutter Android application which showcases the Microsoft Surface Duo SDK's Hinge angle value. This demo app is based on the official Microsoft Getting Started guide, which is linked in the video description below. Due to my stuttering, I will use Azure's Text To Speech feature to talk to you. Let's get started. For this sample we need Android Studio with an installed Flutter plugin and of course the Surface Duo emulator or the actual device connected to the computer. I assume that you are roughly familiar with software development, that is why I will keep this video short. I linked the related GitHub repository for this app in the video description. We create a Flutter app using Android Studio's wizard. It is important to mark the Kotlin checkbox to allow us to use native Kotlin code, which is required to talk to the Surface Duo sensors. According to the blog post, we must copy the required jar file from our local SDK folder into our Android project. After that, we have tell the Gradle file that it should be included. Caution! The copy and pasted quotes seem to be not valid. Just replace it with normal one. Now we can write, or to phrase it more accurate, copy and paste the native Kotlin code. I had some troubles to get this working. That is why I used the Microsoft's GitHub repository code for the main activity class. I opened a thread in the Microsoft Surface SDK TechNet community to tell the team that there might be a problem with the code in the tutorial, or it was just my mistake. Time will tell. We must update our Flutter Dart file to pull this new value and print it into the output console of Android Studio. Let's run it. Because we put the code into the build method which will be called, we can now trigger a print by pressing the floating action button, which triggered a rebuild of the UI. As you see, it works. We see some values. Trough the power of time bubbles. I already wrote the Flutter part of the Hinge angle sample app. Just let me copy and paste, check if it builds and run it. I removed some obsolete buttons, cleaned out the imports, but it's mostly the same Dart code as before. We now pull the sensor information every 500 milliseconds, and if the angle changes, we will update the UI. It is great to see that Microsoft opens itself up to Flutter and Android. Nevertheless, without the dedicated team members behind the SDKs, tutorials, and communities, we would be not able to do a simple app in under 5 minutes. As I mentioned earlier, you will besides all links to GitHub and Microsoft, also my Twitter handle Tobonaut if you want to get in touch with me. Have a nice day and happy coding.